Okay, so just an update on the build. I've moved it back into its alcove. I had to do some work standing over the top of it, so now that's all done. I still need to, I'm missing a rod here, because originally I was going to go with 3, so this is just hanging here, but that's fine. It actually prints okay. This is a print I did earlier. It'll be the 3rd print I did. I can't reach the others at the moment. That's a speaker. So this here, they look absolutely horrible, but there's a story behind them. That was actually the first print I did, which wasn't the best. It looks like a bit of over extrusion there. This one here was also over extruding, but I did something that was fatally wrong, and I did it in this one as well, but I had changed the extrusion. So the problem I've got with the build area, not really a problem, is it's flexible, which during a print wouldn't be a problem, but I had the camera here and I wasn't really aware of it, but I was leaning on the edge and moving the plate, so that's why this one was gouging in. I may have actually had the build area a bit high, and then my leaning down caused it to print most okay, but by the time I released the pressure, it was terrible. This one I stayed off the build plate, but for a moment, which was where, I think it was actually this section here, before I remembered, but I already had the plate too low. You can see that's far too thin for the brim. Anyway, so all the electronics I've placed, it's just on a free board at the moment until I get them organised and mounting for it properly, but this is now properly wired up with some protected conduit back to the 12 volt supply, and we'll see here the ramp's 1.5 on the Arduino. You'll notice the copper wire here is just some to assist in the conductive properties across all heatsinks, as well as a base to be able to use that zip tie to tie them all down to increase their effectiveness against the steppers, simply because the thermo tape that I've got isn't really the best. So I've just got to do a few more things to move some of these cables out the way so that the airflow is the best, inclusive of this cable here for a stepper is just too short. So it comes out to the Raspberry Pi for Octo print. There's the control panel. I just need to extend these leads a bit to get them into an appropriate area, or I may actually mount it out the front. It'll rarely be used unless I'm doing something directly on the printer. So the other cable management, I've just got a few more ties to do on these, and also up here I need to put something to make that go upright, and probably extend it a little bit further. As you can see, just cut myself a little bit short there. Other than that, the next video I'll post will probably be just doing a quick build. The other thing to mention was the steppers. This one here is loose because the X stepper, as you notice there, sorry, fix my camera, is on the actual y-axis slides. I need to get them back to here, but I have to print up a mount for it, and Z there as well. And this is the sort of ad hoc use of the A8 ANET A8 build plate. So you can see the difference in size, and just a couple of mounts to secure it until I get a proper sized build plate for this printer.